Welcome to One Awesome Autistic. In this video I'm going to be talking a little bit about social prescribers. This is something that not a lot of people seem to be aware of who have health conditions but also need help in other aspects of their life which affects their health conditions, and this is where social prescribers come in. What social prescribing is when a healthcare professional refers patients to support in the community in order to improve their health and well-being. Depending on the area you live in might depend on the kind of help that is available, but I imagine that approximately the basics are all the same. So for example, if you are struggling with your mental health, a social prescriber would know all the places in your area that may benefit you, like support groups, social groups to join depending on your likes and interests. But some social prescribers may be able to do more. Now, I'd only heard about this back in December when I was having issues with my housing, and back then I didn't get a lot of help from them because the help that I needed then was more professional, so they could only point me in the direction of other companies. However, at the moment I now have a new social prescriber, and that is because just to do with a lot of self-realization on what I actually need help with. Now, one of the big issues that I have in my life, which my social prescriber is now helping with, is that I've been waiting 2 years for my ADHD diagnosis, and that has a huge impact on my life. Without a diagnosis, I can't get medication, which means that I can't function very well, and that then affects my mental health, my physical health, and a lot of other things. My ability to get a job, for example. So my social prescriber at the moment, which this is a new thing, so it is not something I've had an update on yet, but she is actually chasing up my ADHD diagnosis for me, seeing where I am on the waiting list. But then also, because I have to travel to that appointment, she has told me that that is something that she is allowed to do with me. So she will be taking me to that appointment, so that takes all of the stress out of that one aspect of my life. I do also struggle with access to my healthcare because GPs at the moment, and especially because of the pandemic, you have to call for an appointment. You can't just walk in. Using the telephone gives me migraines due to auditory processing disorder. That is not something that I feel comfortable doing unless it is an emergency. So I struggle with smaller aspects of my health that turn into bigger problems because I don't have the access to healthcare. She is going to try and set up in place me being actually able to email my doctors instead of having to call them. And there is probably lots of other little things that they can do, but that will depend on where you need the help. The way I originally got in touch with a social prescriber back in December was that my job centre mentor actually put in a referral for me, so that is a way to go about it. How I got this new social prescriber is that there was an event at my job centre that was almost like a job fair with lots of different companies around, but it was all to do with health and well-being and support. And so I spoke to a social prescriber there, and she happened to be the social prescriber for my GPs. But if you are comfortable in contacting your own GPs to ask about social prescribing, then I'm sure that that is something that you could probably do as well. But if you don't feel comfortable with that, and you do have aspects of other parts of your life that isn't necessarily specifically medical issues, then and you are with the job centre, then you can always speak to your job centre mentor about being referred by them. And that's basically it. That's basically all about social prescribing. If you feel like there's something I may not have covered, or I haven't explained very well about that, then pop a comment below and let me know. If you have any questions about it, then let me know as well in the comments below, and I will answer those for you. But that is it from me this week. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.